Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday. How you all doing? How are you all doing today? Good afternoon, everybody. How did our Sunday go? You know you're here. We're about to start, but let me know that you're here in the chat section. How you're doing today? Let me post in the groups that we are live. Good afternoon, Philip. Philip, how are you? Okay. Hey, Muhammad, how you doing? Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're about to start. We're about to start. Yes. Okay, I think I have enough persons in the... Okay, my people on YouTube, how you all doing? Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to class today. Okay, it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. How are we doing? Hey, Motu, how are you? Good afternoon. It's a beautiful Sunday. Hope you all can hear me loud and very clear. It's a very beautiful, bright Sunday from this end. It's a wonderful Sunday afternoon here. All right, right. Welcome to class. So this class is going to be a very impactful 2 hours. I'm not going to take more than 2 hours. Will be done and we'll be out of this place. All we just need is 2 hours of your time. All I just need for tonight's class is 2 hours of your time, 6 o'clock, and we are out. And in that 2 hours, we'll be exposed to a lot of stuff. We'll be exposed to the best value you've ever got on the streets of the internet for free. So we'll be getting you all introduced to digital skills, especially the skill of virtual assisting, how you can function as a virtual assistant, how you can actually practice virtual assisting as a skill that you can earn from. We'll be exposing you to the mistakes that a lot of you that have been looking for jobs online have been making and how you can correct these mistakes, how to position yourself as a virtual assistant, how to take advantage of how to make good use of your unfair advantage as a virtual assistant to secure jobs, where the very unpopular way to get jobs as a virtual assistant living in Africa. A lot of you know just Upwork, Fiverr. Yeah, a lot of you know just Upwork, Fiverr, but there are more places where we can get jobs. There are a lot of things that we can actually do to get jobs. So if you are here and you are ready for this class, let me see some fire emoji, both on YouTube and here on Zoom. If you're here and you're ready, give us some fire emoji. Let me know that we are ready and we are off to hit so that I can introduce myself. I need this house to be hot. You know, it's raining season down here, but the house needs to be hot. Give us some fire emoji. Let me know your name. Let me know where you are joining this live from. I need to know your name. I need to know where you are joining from. Let me know. Let the chat keep rolling in. Let me know your name and where you're joining from. My YouTube guys, let me know your name, where you're joining from. Gloria, Gloria, you're welcome. Where are you joining us from? All right, guys, let me know. Okay. Oh, good morning from US. Yeah, good morning. It's a beautiful morning over there, I presume. Okay, Oluwa Sheung. I know Ah, God, I would have flogged myself if I had missed that pronunciation. Loas Sheon, how's South Africa today? Mohammed, how's Nigeria? Welcome. How's the weather this Sunday afternoon? Thank you so much. Let me know. Charity, how are you doing? How's Gombe? How's Gombe doing today, Charity? All right. Temi from Lagos. How's Lagos City doing? Ada from Ogun. Motunrayo from FCT. This is my fellow FCT people. FCT is doing okay today. Yes, because I'm from FCT. Juliet from Lagos. Amarachi from Kogi. How is Kogi doing? Good. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys. So I can see the fire. Faith, you're welcome. Faith from Lagos, you're welcome. I can see the fire here in the house tonight. Here in the house tonight. Hey, Atinuke. Yeah, I got that right. Wow, Atinuke from UK. How's UK today? So now let's get right in. So who is this very dark woman? Not very dark man. Who is this very dark woman here with you today? So my name is Chinwendu Ama. I'm fondly called the six-figure woman. I'm a virtual assistant. I am a digital skills expert. I'm a digital skills coach. And I am also the founder of the Jazz Digital Hub. So why am I here teaching you today? We will know. We will get into the introduction very soon. But I like getting right into the class. So I'll be sharing my screen shortly. If your paper, if your pen and your jotter is not with you, go and Gloria, how are you doing? Go and get your pen and your jotter right now because we are getting into real business. Get your pen, get your jotter, because we'll be looking at some things that we never knew that, wow, this might be the problem why some of us that have been searching out there for jobs have not been able to secure something. So let's get our pen, let's get started. I'll introduce myself in the class shortly. So let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Hope we all can see my screen. All right, I presume you all can see my screen, right? Can we see my screen? Can you all see my screen? If you can see my screen, let me know. If you can see my screen, especially my people on YouTube, if you can see my screen, please let me know. It's easier for me to read that chart. All right, thank you, thank you. Thank you so, so much. So first of all, before we hit right in, we need to know why we are here. A lot of us are here for different reasons, but I need to know why you are here. So tell me why you joined this class. Why are you here? But I can actually tell us why some of us are here. Some of us are here because we want to get started with digital skills. We want to learn a new skills, but we don't know who is writing. Oh God, please, it's okay. And don't write on the screen. We want to get started on digital skills, but we do not know how to get started. We do not have an idea on how to transition into digital skills and online remote working. And that is one of the major reasons why some of us are here. Why the other fraction of us are maybe a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home sister or somebody who is just staying at home looking for how to earn an extra source of income or a main source of income to support the family, to support the house, because we all know now this present economy, expenses are skyrocketing. Some of us are here because we no longer want to be dependent on our spouse. Yes, I was like that years ago, where I was tired of depending on my spouse for money. Some of us are equally here because we work. Yeah, we have a 9 to 5, we are earning, but the salary is too small and the work does not support our growth and development. Yes, and is somehow worrisome for us. That's why some fraction of you are here today. Other fraction had skills. They have skill, but they have no knowledge on how to build a portfolio or even how to get yourself on international platforms to attract high-paying clients. Yes, some of you are like that. And other persons have good jobs, good paying jobs with the right environment, right everything, but they do not know how to use workspace tools. Workspace tools is a challenge. You don't know how to use any of these tools, Asana, all of them. You are finding even Google application, Google tools. You are finding it hard to even make use of it. Yes, some persons are like that. Some persons here have paid for multiple trainings and they are low quality trainings without support, without system, without mentorship, without accountability, without real world practice. Yes, I know. And I know that a lot of you, in short, if not all of you, are here because you want deeper understanding from someone who actually understands and have vast knowledge of how things actually works, how to get started as a virtual assistant, as a remote worker. You just want somebody who has vast knowledge on how you can get started, somebody that walked the path. That's what some of you are looking for. You're tired of the regular YouTube videos. You're tired of it and you just want somebody to walk you through that path. I get you. And some of you are recent graduate students looking for how to get out of the rat race of urgent 2K, calling from one urgent 2K to the other. I understand. Let me tell you guys a story. Like this month in a row, I have like a long list of students looking for urgent 2K, and they're like, mama, like, oh God, that we escape from you people. Come and learn skills. That we resolve this urgent 2K palaver from your head. That I know a lot of us faced that when we were in school, and a lot of persons are going through this same thing here. So if any of this sounds like you, this class is going to be for you. So the next 1 hour, 30 minutes would take you through how you can get started on the online space. A few years ago, I was once like this, had zero idea, freshly out of the bank. Yes, I used to be a bank worker. And yes, I did not just resign because I had no savings when I left the bank. I was fired because I got pregnant. As at that time, it was my early trimester of pregnancy and my performance was low, very low. My performance was dropping drastically and I wasn't managing the pregnancy well. So I had to, in short, they didn't call it sack, but I called it sack, giving me a long leave to go and take care of myself. That's in a sack because there was no way I was going to come back and meet a job. So as at that time, I had 0 savings, 0 nothing, and I was down to 0.0. That was when I started looking for any source whatsoever. I had some few skills off my sleeve that I could just, but how to get one job and where to get it was a challenge until I discovered that, wow, I could work online. And that was when, boom, I took up the idea. So I was once in a lot of your shoes right now. So this class is not for you. If you're here and you are this type of person that would rather complain than to practice skills that will change your life forever, please just log off and exit the class. This class is not for you. You are the type of person that prefers a get-rich-quick scam or a get-rich-quick scheme. This place is not a place you should be. Look for CBEX or MMM or one of those guys and, do something fast. Not here. This class is for people who actually want to go through the process. Years ago, when I started my journey, I went through the process. I moved from a banker to a housewife, then to a lady who wanted to end it all and go to meet God with an unborn child because I felt that I had failed completely. To somebody who got her first job, got her second job, got her third job, and the rest is history. So you know that if you're having pain right now, you should have gone through it. Like pain of you can't provide. I've gone through it. My sniper was close to my mouth. Then a friend called. That story is for another day. And that was just how God rescued me. So I understand your pain if you're going through that right now. And if you are the type of person that Instead of investing in your own growth, investing your time, energy, money, and everything in your own growth, you prefer to sit down and wait for heavens to meet you. This class is not for you. This class is not for people who do not want to work, who do not want to, sow either seed of strength, seed of cash, seed of everything to gain something. So this class is not for you. Then let's get started. What are we going to learn? I've told you guys before, we're going to introduce you into the world of virtual assistant as a digital skill that you can earn from. We're going to give you reasons, show you the reasons for those of you that have been searching for remote jobs for a while now. We are going to show you the reasons why your online job search has been failing so far. So then we are going to show you again how to consistently attract high-paying international clients as a virtual assistant without any guesswork, or wondering where your next client or your first client is going to come from. Because a lot of us have this challenge of, after one job, where is the next going to come? It is a real life challenge. So we'll be resolving that puzzle into this class. So let's get right in. Those of you who want to know me, this is the time to introduce myself. Yes, this is the time. So my name is Coach Chiwendo. I'm fondly called the six-figure woman. I'm a wife. I'm a mom. I'm an ex-banker. I'm a digital workspace skills expert. And also, like I said earlier, I'm the founder of the Jazz Digital Hub. The Jazz Digital Hub is an online training school that since inception, we have two sections. One section has trained over 4,000 virtual assistants, and we have our very short program that has trained over 30,000 virtual assistants. And the Jazz Digital Hub started October 2022. So by October this year, will be 3 years in operation. And over these years, we've trained both male and female, both men and women across Africa, across over 30 countries in Africa. And our success stories has been from one success to another. Indeed, before we start, will share you a bit of our story. Like I said, we started the Jazz in 2022, but officially I started working as a remote worker in 2021, where I got my first job as a page handler. Yes, my first job was an Instagram page handling job that paid me a miserable $20 per week in 2021. Then dollar was about 3 something. It was small, but it was okay for somebody who had nothing. It was small, but it was okay for me. I was working for an Asian record label, and I did that job for 1 month. I ran because the work environment wasn't friendly. That's one advantage you have as a remote worker. You can switch work environment, flexibility. If the work environment is not favoring you, leave. The work environment was too toxic for my black skin. Yes, I know what I'm saying. It was just too toxic for my black skin. So I had to run away. And shortly after that, I got my next job. The next job that I got actually it inspired us to start the Jazz. The next job I got was a telemarketing, telesales job. I got it in 2022, the early time of 2022. So a telesales job, and this job was big because as at that time, it was paying $5,000. It was a contract job that paid me $5,000. So that was when the Jazz started, because from there I posted it and a lot of friends wanted to know how far, how did you do it, what did you do, how this one, where that one, do this one, did this one. So I started teaching for free, teaching my friends, teaching them, helping them to secure their own job, family member. You get now, when your friends and family are equipped, money can easily spread around. So I started doing that with my people. Then in October, we officially started the Jazz Digital Hub. And since then, we've repeated every single thing that I've done individually and group with my friends. We've repeated it, and it has been from one level of grace to another level of grace. And this is just some of the results of the grace that we've If one can do it, two can do it. And if two can do it, 1,000 can do it. This was Gloria. Before, as at the time we had this, Gloria just hit $2,000 on Upwork. But as at now, as at today, as at last month, Gloria celebrated her $5,000 on Upwork. Gloria is one person that when she came to me, she had skills, but she had no idea on how to get her first job. And this is Benny. Benny is in South Africa, and in just 6 weeks after Benny's training, Benny got 2 travel management jobs, of which one was paying her $6 per hour and one was paying her more. And this is let me talk about Faith. Faith is somebody that in space of 3 months, I lost count of the number of jobs Faith kept packing all around her. She kept packing it as though she's the only one on the online space packing job. So for those of you that says that there is no job, I don't understand. You do not know where to apply, how to position. And one thing people do not know is that as a virtual assistant, your job is everywhere. In short, as a remote worker, and if you're the remote worker that works for brands, business owner, your services are services that business owners need. Your job is everywhere. Your job is everywhere. It's just for you to know how to position yourself rightly and get that job. Carry your market on your head like gala. So we'll be looking at that shortly when we get there on how you can get jobs. So yeah, this is Demola. Demola had a wonderful story. Before Demola met us, he was out of job for over a year. And when he got his first job, I didn't even know he got his first job until he chatted me up and said, Mama, send me your account number. Let me bless you. I want to pay tithes. Like, I want to bless you. I've gotten something. I said, no. Alpha, go and use it to enjoy yourself. Go and eat fish with it. But this is just the story. And that is what keeps us running and keeps the fuel burning when we see that our people are succeeding. Because we go all out to make sure you succeed. So when we see you succeed, it keeps the fuel burning and it keeps us so eager to do more. So let's get into the class, because today is not to talk about people's success story. Okay, let me just talk about this lady and we'll move. This is Loveline. Loveline was out of job for 8 years because she had to give birth to her children, motherhood journey. So she stayed out of job for 8 years. Then Loveline came to us on a beautiful day, joined us, and in less than, Loveline was one of our unserious students that Grace found. Yes, Loveline was never answering questions in class, but she was doing it. When Loveline jobs came, Loveline got her first job exactly 1 week after her training. And when she sent it to me, I said, how? You that is not even active, you that I don't even know. She said, Grace found her. And guess what? The job did not come from Upwork. The job did not come from Fiverr. This job came from LinkedIn, a German job that came with workspace tools from LinkedIn. So a lot of you are sleeping on that app. We are not moving. We are not doing anything. We are just there. Even Facebook. I've gotten 2 contracts from Facebook. I've gotten a total of countless from Instagram. I've gotten over 10 contracts on TikTok that we think it was just for dancing and, whining. I've gotten a total of 10, yes, on that app. So when I tell you that there are jobs everywhere, it's depending on you who is marketing yourself. Are you marketing yourself the right way? Do you know how to position yourself online so that people will know that you have the skills? Because even when you're applying on remote platform, your social media is still a beautiful place to apply, to position, not even apply, position for your clients to locate you. We'll talk about how you get started on doing that. So we are not yet there. Okay, let's leave this testimonial. Oh, this is a beautiful one. So I went for a seminar last week and somebody said, the person was advising people not to open an Upwork account because Upwork do not Upwork is too saturated. And I just smiled. And when I came up, I told them that if you can optimize your account properly with the right SEOs that your prospects are searching for, you know the keywords that your prospects are searching for, you use that, you optimize your account properly, you have your portfolio set up, your intro video set up, everything set up. Your down to your profile, some clients are petite, down to your profile picture, it is clean and clear. It's going to push the algorithm. Everything is completely set up. It's going to push the algorithm to push your profile first when people use keywords to search for freelancers. So, and Opeyemi is one of those stories who got an offer without applying. The offer came to her lap on the same Upwork, and many others that we've seen. One of us that got an offer on Upwork even got paid for interview. They paid her for the interview. She didn't apply for this job. These people asked her, they messaged her to submit because she had a profile that you could, she had a profile that has finished work. So there was nothing so much for her to do because her profile was already screaming excellence, excellence, excellence. So it's your own screaming excellence for those of you that have skills, and your profile is screaming excellence. So we'll get into that later on. We'll get into that later on. So let's get right started with who a virtual assistant is. Are we still following? Are we here and are we following? Let me know. If you are here and you are following, give me some fire emojis. If you are here, Chichi from Worry, how you doing? How's Worry today? If you are here and you are following, my YouTube guys, give me some fire emojis. If you're here and you're following and you can hear me, if I've been making sense all along, I've been making sense, you know, in your heart of hearts, that I've been making sense. Give me some fire emojis. Give me some fire emojis. Let's get right into business. Give me some fire emojis. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. So let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. Thank you. Thank you, Chichi, for the rules. Let's get right into it. So, who is a virtual assistant? A lot of us, yes, we already know who a virtual assistant is, but I will still explain it because some persons do not even know who a virtual assistant is. Neither do they even know the roles of a VA. A VA, there's no hard thing about it. A VA is a self-employed professional that provide administrative, technical, creative support to their clients remotely. If you're a professional and you're a self-employed person, you're a self-employed professional and you provide professional admin service, tech service, creative service, or whatsoever kind of professional service to your clients remotely, you are a virtual assistant. It means that you are an assistant, but you operate virtually. That is who a virtual assistant is. That's who a virtual assistant is. They will not say, okay, now we know who a virtual assistant is. What are the roles? Okay, if I happen to be, sorry guys. We'll now say, okay, if I happen to be a virtual assistant today, 1 minute, please. What are the roles of a virtual assistant? What can I actually do as a VA? What can I do? Okay, I want to be a VA, but I don't really know what I can do. You don't really know what you can do as a VA. So as a VA, rather, VA roles are, I do say a VA does a lot of things. A VA can do a lot of things, but first of all, you need to look at the industry you have flair to work in. The industry you have flair to work in and your skill set determine the role you perform as a virtual assistant. The industry you want to work in and your skill set determine your role as a virtual assistant. If I am an expert salesperson, I would not want to do any other thing other than sales. I'll be a sales virtual assistant. I've worked in that role before, and that role has given me money. So now, but for the sake of this class, we'll be looking at the general role of a virtual assistant. So generally, somebody that just wants to employ an assistant to just assist them and that's all. Generally, a virtual assistant manage emails, manage schedules, run the data entry, manage research, run administrative tasks and support. A virtual assistant is somebody who is also in charge of customer service, data, document preparation and editing, lead generation. A virtual assistant can also manage socials and all that. So these are the general rule of a general VA. Then also you can also like go into a specific niche. So I do say the way you get into school, study medicine, and later you now choose to like niche down into gynae and all that. You have different niche in the world of virtual assistant. You can say, okay, you're a social media VA. All you just do is everything social media, everything digital marketing, everything around that area. That is your core strength. You can say, okay, you want to be a telesales, everything sales, customer service, customer acquisition, and all that. You can choose to be that VA. You can also choose to be an executive VA. You are good with managing A-levels, C-level managers, and all that. You are good with handling their personal tasks, personal information, and all that. You can choose to sit as a executive virtual assistant. If you are the type of person that, administration is your core strength, you can say, okay, you want to be an admin VA and all that, and many more. You also have health VA, real estate VA. There are so many more. So now let's look at benefits of being a virtual assistant. It's equally same thing as benefits of being a remote worker. As a remote worker, as a virtual assistant, one of the beautiful things is flexibility. You are flexible. You can you can be anywhere at any time as long as your laptop is continuously logged in, or your mobile phone, if you're the type that use phone for work, you do simple virtual assistant skills that you use your phone for, your mobile phone is consistently logged into your work, or your duties are always carried out as at when due, but you can be anywhere at any time. Remote work opportunity. Yes, since I became a virtual assistant that I left the banking, I've been exposed to different remote roles, and we've been exposed to working with different people at any time. Like I said, that my first job was Thursday. It didn't stop me from leaving, or I wasn't stuck there thinking that, okay, if I leave now, I do not know where my next meal will come. Even if I did not know where my next meal was going to come, I knew that the global world is big, that depending on how hard I work in terms of job application, job search, I was going to get something sooner or later. So I took the bold step and left. So that's one opportunity being a remote worker gives to you. Remote work opportunity. Cost savings. I've not bought red. I've not bought black. I've not bought white. Those were my uniforms those years. I've not bought blue. You know, as little or as light that as you can think of it, there were times where I had to call my friends to borrow money to change my wardrobe. Like, I'll pay you guys in 2 months. It was my major challenge, changing my wardrobe every time and making sure I look my best, because I was in the marketing department and I know the kind of money we do go out to bring for the company. I wasn't going to allow myself look shabby. In short, the bank will never allow you look shabby. So you get. So that has really saved me a lot right now. Not being, when you are working from home, you tend to spend less in terms of transportation, logistic, clothing, and let's not get into there. Independence, I work for myself. I can choose to work with you now based on a contract level as a freelancer, not a full-time remote worker who is just a complete employee of a company. As a freelancer, which is me being an independent contractor, I can choose to work with you now, and I say no tomorrow. I can do that. Skills enhancements. I moved from being a virtual assistant down to project management, down up. I kept enhancing my skills. So for those of you that say, okay, I want to go into full tech, I want to do this, start from the basic, become a virtual assistant, learn tools and skills, the ground level. Then you now grow into higher tools, higher skills, then before you now grow into coding and all that. Reduce stress, career diversity, the benefits are endless. For those of us that say, okay, I want to be a virtual assistant, but I need to know basic skills that is required, so that if I'm just picking my things along the road, I know what to pick and what not to pick, the essential skills to pick, and the non-essential skills I need not to pick, so that I can get into this game fast. Yes, a lot of you are like that. So one of the skills you need to pick is graphic design. Whether you're an administrative or a social media VA, administrative VA, executive VA, whatever VA you are, you need to have the basic knowledge of Canva. Have it. Have it. It is essential. Communication skills. I've employed a VA one time that will bail on me on work and would not communicate properly, or will send improper message. Know how to send send proper email. That is a communication skill. Okay, what is BC? What CC? You get. Understand these things. Adaptability. You cannot be a VA if you cannot adapt to change, because it is a fast industry. It is a fast industry. Your boss can come in and tell you, okay, like this, and it's switching and everything is switching. You should be ready to adapt to different things at the different time. Data entry skills, you need that, at least the basics. Have a creative mindset, because you are the central processing unit of your employer's business. If your employer is employing you to manage them or manage their business, you are the central processing unit. You are the thinking factory. I've had times where I get a call from my boss, let's hop on a quick meeting, and that quick meeting is 4 hours, and that 4 hours is only one person that is brainstorming, and that person is me. They will just give you the idea and say, brainstorm about this thing, and what do you think? I brainstorm for a living. At night I'll carry my head and Jesus, chimo, my head. So you should have a creative mind. Your mind should be very creative and articulative if you want to be a VA. And the beautiful thing is that you can develop your mind. No mind is dull. Every mind can be developed. Be a good coordinator and planner. Have research skills. The ability to research is king. One of the ways to hide information from a Black man is hiding them in the book. I will still say hiding them online. We use our mobile phone and data every day. We go online every day, but we don't know how to use the same gadgets to research. Yes, I've seen a lot of time where I'll put free materials on my social media pages, and somebody will come to my DM and say, Ma, what do you mean by this thing? When you could, okay, you can take it. When you could actually look it up on Google, or look it up on ChatGPT, or look it up on YouTube to get your answer. Not even YouTube, Google, ChatGPT will tell you the meaning of that thing. I've given you a solution. I've given you a free class as content. You come and say what's the meaning. That's the world we live in now. Africans do not like research. So if you want to go into virtual assistant, you should be able to open your mind to research. Research doesn't mean you need to be a professor. You should be able to open your mind to search things, like spend time surfing informations. Yes, it is important, because I won't employ you and be doing my information sorting myself. Why are you a VA then? Yeah. Then multitasking, project management. These are your jobs. Organizational skills. You should have a problem-solving mindset. It is everything. It is everything. You should have a problem-solving mindset. These are just the basic skills of a general VA. You know, when you want to specialize, you have more skills. But for the sake of this class, we don't want to spend the whole day here. We are looking at everything basic, everything at the point of how do I get started. Yes. So we are looking at the point of how do I get started. So now let's look at where to consistently get high-paying clients. How many of you have tried out getting clients online before? So a lot of us, I know that a lot of us have tried, okay, search for job, apply for job online, and we got no results. And some persons got heartbroken and, you know, they just lost interest and like, oh, this thing is a scam, it doesn't work, and they stopped. Yes, a lot of persons are like that. But the thing is that there's job online. It's just that you did not have the right information on how to get it. So now let's get right into it. One of the, in short, my number one place to get in jobs online is code pitching. It is a 10 out of 10. You can never go wrong with code pitching. Guys, this is the right time to get your paper or your jotter and your pen. Let's write now. Code pitching. See, I know some of you will want to screenshot or snap this, but it doesn't contain everything I'm going to say. This is just a pointer. So get your pen and paper to still write the ones that will come out of my head. Code pitching is a 10 out of 10. So a lot of you will like, how do I code pitch? You can code pitch through code emailing. You can code pitch through cold calling. If businesses code pitch, why won't you code pitch? So how do you get started? First of all, go out and search for new startup companies. I want you guys to see what you do for me if you're applying for jobs. Pick the number of countries you want to work in. If you want to work in Australia, Canada, US, pick those countries. Start with one first. You can say, okay, you want to start with Canada. Then you pick Canada. Go online. Go to Google. List out all the cities in Canada. Or you can say, okay, you want to work in US. List out all the cities in US. Then, when you list out all the cities in US, then you pick one city at a time. Go to Google. Then maybe you want to work in the beauty industry. Search for startup beauty industries. They are going to give you some sites that contains list of startups in beauty industries and their information, their website, and all that. And some are going to just give you the list on Google Direct, whichever one is going to give you. I mean, when I say startup, I mean startup, because you have a higher chance of getting attentions from startups than developed companies. Developed company might not give your cold email or cold call attention, but startup businesses that are, you know, wallowing in so much stress, solopreneurs, they will certainly give your cold mail, cold call attention. So get these people, send them, first of all, go to their website, go to their page, see what they are doing, because I don't like sending blind email. A lot of us that have been sending cold mail, one of the reasons why we do not get called is that we send blind cold email. There's a particular person that I employed one time. There are two persons that have wowed me, that have sent me. People send me cold email a lot, especially from LinkedIn. But two persons have wowed me. I've employed one, and one I did not have space, but I still have that person in mind. What did they do? They didn't just send me a cold mail. No, like a general blind code mail. I will just trash it and delete the message. These people went to my page, went to my website, went to my pages. They saw everything that I was doing. They developed a challenge, like a problem. They saw a problem, developed that problem in their code mail, and like they gave me a demo solution. The demo solution was a test for me to whet my appetite. And from that demo solution, one of those two persons is working with me now. The other one, hopefully, I don't have space. Hopefully, certainly the person is going to get something great shortly from another person. So a lot of us do not know how to send the right code mail. We just send people blind messages, like automated message, ChatGPT created message, pom, and you say you are wasting your energy. Nobody's going to call you. Nobody's going to give you a job. This is what you should do. Go to their pages or their website, see what they are doing, send them a message using a beautiful framework. You can compliment them first, compliment their work. You know, everybody like a little praise. So this is how I start my email. If I want to send you an email, I send you an email, I praise you first, compliment your work. I don't send it as maybe my subject, job inquiry. No. I come in, I send you with a title. I'm a copywriter. I send you with a title that you would want to open. Then when you open it, I praise your work. After praising your work, then before I now chip in what I do. Okay, I went through your page and you're doing amazing, but I noticed that you guys, or I suspected that you guys may need this, you guys may need this, you guys may need this. Then this is what, if you have this in your company or in your business, this is the outcome that you are going to get. I break down the outcome in a simple automated manner. I break down the outcome that they are going to get. And I'm like, okay, I've done this for companies in your industry before. For somebody like me that I've worked with different companies, so I can boldly tell them that I've done this for other brands like yours before, and we achieved the same result that I am the same result that I'm telling you that you may achieve if you do these things like this. So I'm open to give it a try for you if you like this sample that I just created. Let's hop on a call sometime this week. I'm not asking if we can. I'll say, if you don't mind, let's hop on a call. I'm not asking whenever you are free. You can be free next year. I tell you the week. If you don't mind, we can hop on a call next week. So it's just for you to give me the day for the next week. Let's hop on that call to get so that we can talk about how we can make this sample a reality in your company. If I'm working a sample for you, I work it with imaginary figures and imaginary whatever. I don't do like a practical, real stuff. But it's a sample that clearly shows you my capability, my results. If I'm doing it for real, for you, you won't send that kind of code message to any business that truly needs your help that you will not be called. So when you want to ask somebody tomorrow, how did you get good results, like a 10 out of 10 result in your code email? This is what they do. So implement it, and you see your results. You see your results flowing in. So instead of you to tell yourself that, okay, I want to send 30 code mail a day, if you do detailed work, you are very petite about it, and you do very detailed work, you can send only 10 code email a day. And that 10 code email are quality message. You are not doing the numbers, you are doing the quality. They are quality. You are not doing quantity, but quality. And out of that quality, you might just get 3 to 4 persons calling you instead of sending 50 code mail with 0 callback, because you just did a shabby automated or AI generated message. So focus on that, but strictly go for startup companies, because you have 80% chances of getting the job. So instead of waiting for a job to fall on your lap or struggling with 10,000 people applying for one role, pass the back door, create the opportunity for yourself. For years now, that's what I've been using to create opportunities for myself. Then another thing, you have another way of getting remote job. You have a lot of unpopular platform, very unpopular remote job sites. Remote job site is not just Upwork, Fiverr, People Per Hour, freelancer.com. These are not the only remote job sites. There are plenty, and they are online. If only we can research. If only we can research. These jobs are online. You have places like Wellfound, you have places like Reddit, you have places like Nodex.co, you have Dynamite Jobs, you have Remotive.io. There are so many. See, I did not mention flex job because flex job you have to pay. There are a lot of these sites that employ Africans living in Africa and that have jobs that are easy to get, but we do not know because we choose to stick with the one that we know without going out to make research for more. Sign up on those platforms, including Upwork. Sign up on these platforms, create a strong profile, emphasis on strong profile. Create a strong profile, then start applying for jobs. So when you are trying to apply for remote job, don't just do shabby work. Pay key attention. Some of you want to apply for remote job and your profile pictures are AI generated. I don't understand. What level is that? Your profile picture on your online platform is AI generated rather. How now? From where to where? I want to give you job and I don't know your face. You are giving me AI face. People will look at your applications and pass. Please, if you are one of those people that is using AI generated profile picture on LinkedIn and the rest, go and remove it. Go and remove it. Then another thing that people ignore, search for companies' websites. Go to companies' website, search career page. September is in a few days. You know, we've been on summer break. Everybody's enjoying. September will soon start. A lot of people are changing roles. Yes. So position in some companies are opening up. Go to career page go to company's career page and see what is available. You can apply if it fits you. That's a beautiful place to get job. A friend of mine who is working with, if not that fintech company in Nigeria should be number one right now in Nigeria. He got it from, it's a hybrid work though. He got it from career page. Yes. That day he was just looking through their website and he saw an opening on their career page and he applied. Shortly after that, they gave him an online exams. He passed online interview. He passed, and this is 2 years now. He has been working with them, and it's a fintech, and it's in Nigeria. And in our mind, we will say the salary is small. The salary is in 7 figures. Yes, 7 figures. That's in million. So that person that is telling you that there's no good paying job in Nigeria that you can apply online and get, but with skills, the person is lying to you. The person is lying to you. So let's continue. You can also create a very high optimized profile on freelance platforms like Upwork and Fiverr. These places, the downside is that it is highly saturated, but have a highly optimized profile. Your clients can call you, like approach you to submit application for a job. Why would they approach you? Because your profile appears on their search engine when they use the specific keyword that your role has. So if you have an Upwork profile and for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you've not had jobs from it, go and sweep out the cobwebs on your profile, optimize it, use the right keywords, clean up your profile, and you'll see the magic. Then LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a 10 over 10 for me also. I wouldn't want to give LinkedIn 9 over 10. LinkedIn is also a 10 over 10. It is a beautiful place to get jobs. LinkedIn has 2 places, 2 different ways I like using it. LinkedIn has the job application where you apply for job. The problem there is that if you are searching in for virtual assistant, searching in for this, searching in for even your core coding skills job, you will see over 100 applications because you are searching it wrongly. So this is one thing I do with LinkedIn. If I'm searching for a particular job on LinkedIn, I exit the popular states. I go for, maybe now I want to search for a job in US. Instead of me to search for jobs in New York, popular place, Las Vegas, whatever, I can go to Fort Lauderdale. It's very unpopular. You get? So if a particular job is in New York and you have over 100 applications submitted, I go to Fort Lauderdale or another unpopular city, I will see maybe like 5 people submitted, 6 persons submitted, and they are employing worldwide. So when I apply, there's every tendency that this recruiter will open my CV and I will get called for interview. That's one secret I use. So that's why what I do, first of all, I go to Google and get out all the cities in the country I want to apply for, all the cities. Then I now start searching with the unpopular city so that I would reduce, the quantity of people that I'm competing with for a particular job. That's what I do to apply directly. Then the reason why I like LinkedIn, aside from, LinkedIn job boards where you apply for a job, is on LinkedIn, you can position yourself for your employers to see you, your prospects to see you. They're on LinkedIn. Yes, all of them, they're on LinkedIn. They have an account on LinkedIn. They are active on LinkedIn. They are following a specific creator. So look for the creator that has a lot of your audience as a lot of your prospects as their audience. I do that a lot. I go to creators that has a lot of my audience as a lot of my prospects as their audience. I follow them. I engage with this creator. Smart engagement. I go to ChatGPT, they make a post. I copy the post, take them to AI. That's the beauty of AI. That is your unfair advantage as a VA. I copy their post, take it to AI. AI already knows me, knows my profession, knows what I do, knows my level of experience, and I'll tell AI to act as me and respond to this post smartly. And I tell AI my aim. So it will respond to the post for me, and I take the post, I take the response, edit it, humanize it, and boom. First of all, I'm not responding to that post so that the creator can notice me, because that's one information I'm also telling AI, so that people will engage, my prospects will engage in the post. And it's like a fish that I'm putting a small bait to catch big fish. Once I put it there, my prospects engage. I respond to their engagement. Before you know it, I've sent them a personalized connection message. And I'm like, oh, it's great to know that we share similar idea in so yeah, we share similar idea, blah, 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 blah. That is how my conversation starts. You don't go out, tell them that, oh, I'm a professional and this, I can help you. You don't ask a woman to marry you on the first date now. You don't. You don't ask a woman. So I don't just go straight up and, they will get scared and run away. So I create a connection. I create a connection with my prospect. I get them to like me for who I am and for what I do. How do I get them to do that? With my content. I remember then when I was still practicing as a copywriter, I get them with my content. I put up those contents, letting them know that, oh, their business needs me. And before you know it, they are hopping on a call with me and they are seeing my relevance and asking me to get on a call. And in a short while, we are closing. We are sending invoice. This thing works, but you should be ready to do it right. When I say follow the back door as a virtual assistant, as a freelancer, as a remote worker, this is what I mean when I say follow back door. Every other way other than clicking the apply button on Upwork and whatever is following the back door. So this works. It works. It works. So you should consider trying it. If you want to get your first job from now to December, try this method. And they work. Your job is on social media. You can get jobs on your platform. Showcase what you do. Put out what you do, your strengths. You want to attract clients just the same way you sell clothes. You want to attract customers. You put up your clothes. You put up the behind the scene. You put up your whatever. Create content on your social media. Create content that shows your workings. I'm working on an automation as an automation expert. I'm creating content about it. Like, I'm showing you just small thing. Like, I'm displaying just a little thing, like a teaser, a tip of the iceberg for you, and boom. There's a particular guy I saw some years back on the internet, and he walked us through a design, an amazing design. The design caught a lot of people, including me, captivated. And like, after some few weeks, the guy came back and said this design got him so much contracts just by putting that thing. He didn't show us the finishing design. He showed us the process of him creating it. That's the power of social media. Okay, I was online some days back on TikTok, and I saw a guy's post who said that he used AI to create an advert for Jazzy Burger, and he posted it. Jazzy Burger didn't give him the contract. He just created it, posted it. It was wonderful. Jazzy Burger contacted him and gave him a contract. And Jazzy Burger will not pay you 2 naira now. And you know that will open doors to bigger fish. So make social media work for you instead of being keypad warrior on people that do not even send you page. Make social media work for you. I'm trying to be real so that all of us will really understand how we can actually get this thing other than the traditional way. There are a lot of untraditional way that also works as well as your traditional. So there are a lot of problems virtual assistants face. We face a lot of problems from finding clients, of which we've resolved. Package your questions. There will come a time for you to ask your questions. Finding clients, we've resolved how to find clients. Then work-life balance. Some of us do not know how to manage. When I started, I was part of those persons. I didn't know how to manage my work and my family life. So work-life balance is one of those things. And one of the ways to manage them is create clear boundary. Have a clear boundary. You should have your work time and your family time. Lack of experience and portfolio. Most of us have paid for trainings, but we lack real-time experience as well as portfolio to back ourselves and actually get that first job. Relying on freelance sites, we've talked about that. Client retention, yes, a lot of us Africans have bad attitudes to work. Bad attitudes to work. We do not know. Clients gives us job. We do not know how to actually manage these clients, manage their job, and get a call back. We get our first jobs, but we are unable to get our second jobs because we did the first job shabbily. If you don't have the right skills, you have the skills to get a job, but you do not have the right skills to deliver the job. See, this is the best. That did the job, but of a truth, not be me do am. I didn't do those jobs. I didn't even know how to deliver those jobs. So, but all I did, I collected the job because money no go pass me. I collected the job. I looked for an expert. I gave it to them. I gave them my login. They did those things for me. I submitted like I did it, and I got my pay. And tomorrow the client comes back because they felt, oh, I did a wonderful job, unknowing to them that it's not me that did it, it was somebody else. And I did not introduce the person that did the job to the client. My money passed my eyes. No, now. I don't know if you understand. So there are a lot of things to this, there are a lot of ways to these things. So now we've understood who a virtual assistant is, how to consistently get high-paying clients as a VA. We've looked at problems that we might face as virtual assistants. So now let's take a deep dive into why our online job search is failing. One of the most important is that We are searching like it's 2010 when it's 2025. This is 15 years after 2010. 15 years has passed, but a lot of us do not acknowledge that 15 years has passed. We are still thinking it's 2010, where you can just apply now and get job, even if your application is a mess. So one thing that we really do not know is that a lot of jobs are not publicly posted anymore. They are shared on networks, talent community, internal referral, or through talent agencies. On LinkedIn, you will see, what I do, and I've got results for that like twice. Research for companies that you want to work with, people working with those companies, and I've encouraged students to do that, and a lot of them has gotten success, even though yes, some still didn't lead to success, because last now, no, they will tell you, research for people working in these specific companies and approach them, connect with them. When you've connected with them, build a connection with them on LinkedIn. They know you for a while. You cannot tell them that, oh, please, oh, if your company is recruiting, oh, like I told my people that September is coming. Even as you are searching for a job, add another string to it. Go to your network on LinkedIn. Go and meet all of them that you know that they are working with companies that you like. Tell them that, because there is likely to be space this September. September, January, there are usually spaces. These are a hot peak. Tell them that if there is recruitment in their company, that they should refer you. Sometimes these people will tell you no. Sometimes they will refer you. And if your referral is coming from an in-house, it's coming from inside, it's an internal referral, you have a 99% chances of getting the job. That's why it's important to build your network on LinkedIn. Build your network. Hear this today. Build network on LinkedIn, because it comes in handy a lot of times. It comes in handy a lot of times. Then another thing another reason why our online job search is failing is because we've not practiced enough in real time. Many of us claim to be virtual assistants. We have a lot of virtual assistants out there, but many of these virtual assistants do not even have the right skill sets. They lack experience. They lack samples to show. How will I give you a job when I've not seen what you can do? You lack experience. You lack, you don't see. There are many ways. Some of you have it in your mind now, like, how can I get my first job or how can I get experience when I've not gotten my first jobs? There are many ways. That's why we encourage people to join communities, because in communities, you build experience, you build portfolio. But this is one thing I'm going to tell you guys for free, because you are here. There are places like volunteermatch.org. There are similar sites like that, volunteermatch.org. You can go to volunteermatch.org and apply for volunteer jobs. You can do that on Volunteer Match, or do that on maybe you meet people that is around you and offer to volunteer for them, or you go to Volunteer Match and volunteermatch.org. Click on it, go there, apply for volunteer jobs. These jobs are mainly free, but they are going to give you a standard review and reference after your time with them. It helps you build experience. It helps you build confidence. There are a lot of other sites like Volunteer Match, but I'm going to give you this Volunteer Match for today. It helps you build experience. It helps you build confidence. It helps you build sample to show. It helps you build samples for show for those of you that are not in any community and do not have any kind of sample whatsoever to showcase. I hope we got that, volunteermatch.org. Then, are we following, guys? Are we following? If you are following, let me see some fire emoji. We've been teaching, and I don't know if my people are following. Let me see some fire emojis if you are following. Thank you. I can see the lighting up of this house. Let me see some fire emojis if you're following. Let me see. Thank you, Dio. Thank you. Thank you. All right, now I see that my people are following. Let's hit the ground running. Another thing is branding. We lack branding. A lot of us just feel, okay, let me apply on online platform, and we forget that we need to brand ourselves on social media. Brand yourself on LinkedIn. Brand yourself online, because a lot of employers now search your social media to see if there is anything to show about your claims. You claim to be a graphic designer. They want to see if you've ever posted about it, or if you are branded in that line. And when you are not, they move to the next person. So this is a wake-up call, because no digital proof of your skills is assumed that you're unserious. It's assumed that you have no skills at all. So brand yourself around your claim. You claim to be a customer service expert. Brand yourself around it. Brand yourself around it. Aside from the fact that it can help you, my light just went off. Aside from the fact that it can help you secure jobs from your social media, it can also help you, aside from the fact that it can help you secure jobs on your social media platform, it can also help you get jobs from those job sites that you are searching for, especially when those companies search for you online. So that's where you can never go wrong with branding. You can never, ever, ever go wrong with branding. So the next one we are going to look at is lack of strategy. A lot of persons lack strategy, and you working and applying for job without strategy is like filling an empty basket with water. It's going to leak off. So have a strategy. Okay, you can have a simple strategy like, okay, this is how I want to search for states in Australia, and this is the industry I want to work in. This is how I'm going to apply to this job. This is the framework that I want to use to apply for this job. And you have a template, like you have a template to track your success. Then you now know, okay, this one is working, this one is not working. You now know what to double down on and what not to double down on. Am I making sense? So strategy is the key thing. Anything I do, I am strategic about it, so that I can easily say, okay, like this is not working for me, like that is working for me. So when applying for job now we now know the right thing to do and what not to do. So put building a strategy in place. You can use more than 2 strategies at a time and pick what works for you and trash out the one that doesn't work for you. Are we making sense? Hope we've learned. Hope we've learned today. Hope we've learned today. So right now, we've been able to tell you guys how to get high-paying clients, what you need to do to get clients, how you need to position yourself. We've introduced you to the world of virtual assisting. For those of you that have no idea on how virtual assisting works or anything whatsoever, we've introduced you to it. We'll now show you, okay, this is how you can get started on the online space. This is how you can position yourself. So how are you ready right now to convert your skills into income and earn? Are you ready to convert your skills into income that you can earn from? Let me see a yes. If you are ready, let me see a yes in the chat section, so that I know that after this class, a lot of us will try and convert all their income, their skills. For those of you that have skills, mind you, this is an introductory class. We did not teach you outright skills. We just got you introduced to a skill, but you did not get a class on the skill. So are you ready? For those of you that have skills and those of you that will be building skills, are you ready to convert them into income? So yes, if you are ready to convert them into income, take good use of, that's why I asked you to get a pen, get a paper, take good use of all the strategy, put yourself into work. Put yourself into work, get a good strategy plan, position yourself and start applying. Application is a game of numbers. Application is a game of numbers. The more you put yourself out there, the more you get visible. And the more you get visible, the higher your chances of good news. The higher your chances of good news. So let's get right in. So right now, we've come to the end of our first section. So how many of you enjoyed this class? How many of you enjoyed this class? Well, before then, I'm going to introduce each and every one of us to our class. Today, we just introduced you to digital skills and how to get jobs. So right now, I want to invite you to our 7 weeks training where you get skills to get jobs. This one, we've introduced you, but we've not taught you skills. So now I'm inviting you to our 7 weeks novice to hire smart virtual assistant training that will teach you the required skills to get jobs. So what is this 7 weeks for? It is a 7 weeks practical class. Yes, it is a 7 weeks high practical training. You get certificate of completion at the end of the program. You will be coached by 5 teachers. They will be there to guide you every step of the way. And every participant is paired with an accountability partner for your success. What are you going to get in these 7 weeks of class? What are you going to gain in these 7 weeks of class? In these 7 weeks of class, you'll be learning things like email management. You'll be learning things like, 1 minute, guys, appointment setting. You'll be learning data entry, business accounting. You'll be learning business accounting, lead generation skills. Business accounting skills includes invoicing, inventory, reconciliation, business mathematics, and all those accounting things. You'll be learning lead generation skills, property management. If you want to go into Airbnb, you want to know how Airbnb works in the US, in the UK, you will be learning them in this class. You'll be going into AI. We'll be teaching you how to be a business automation expert. A lot of people are moving their business into the AI space. They are automating their business to work smarter and perform better. So we'll be teaching you AI business automation. We'll be teaching you AI prompt engineering, AI workspace productivity, how to be productive in the workspace using AI. We'll be teaching you how to use AI to enhance your service delivery. We'll teach you how to use AI to acquire clients. That's not all. We'll be teaching you graphic designing. You'll also be learning travel management. You want to be a travel virtual assistant, you'll be learning travel management. You'll be learning data entry skills. You'll be learning how to use CRM. Stop writing, please. You'll be learning how to use CRM and project management tools. We'll be teaching you some project management tools and some CRM tools to help you work perfectly online and help you manage business processes. We'll also teach you how to apply for remote job across platforms. Yes, you learn that how you can identify scam clients. A lot of people fall for scams online. How you can identify scam clients, creating a social media brand that sells. How to create a social media brand that will sell. How to write winning proposals. How you can write winning proposals for your Upwork and other places where you use proposals to apply for job. How to write a winning pitch. We're teaching you, giving you proposal templates and sample, teach you how to land jobs on platforms, teaching you also how to optimize your LinkedIn to get jobs, how to optimize Google search for jobs. You'll be learning things like cold emailing, how to use X to get jobs, teaching you how to use social media to get jobs, teaching you how to create a powerful remote worthy CV. We'll be giving you mock interview teaching you and showing you and guiding you, teach you, show you, and guide you on how to create portfolio. We'll be having mock interview to prepare you for your interview process. And also, you'll be having a certificate on completion. These classes are for 7 weeks. These classes are for 7 weeks, and it's a practical class. And we give you real life projects as assignments. We are going to break you into groups and give your group a real life project as assignment. These projects that we are giving you as assignments is what you use to build your portfolio. And you use this project to build your portfolio. So when you are attending interview and they ask you for your past jobs, it is this assignment project that you sample and display as your past jobs for those of you that have no idea on how remote or that have never worked before. So this as real life project assignment is like your previous work experience. That's not all you're going to get to. There's also a bonus package. The bonus package is 3 months mentorship and support plus 1 year access to our training materials. We'll be teaching you how to create. We have a course on how to create an international account, how to create a paper account that can send and receive money from Nigeria, how to create gray accounts and gig pay. Then we operate an accountability learning system where we pair you to a small group, and that small group you study together, do assignments and do projects together. Then we now have another bonus that is not for everybody, and it's for selected few. We have a prize gift for the best students. The best students in the 7 weeks, we help you get started. We give you a router plus an unlimited 1 month subscription for your socks to help push your application. Data is expensive, so we help you with that. Then we now have another bonus where we give you international job link. Yes, I have somebody, a staff that I employed to search for jobs. Her only job is to search for verified job links that you can apply to from Africa and get. So we'll be giving you international job links where you can apply for jobs for 1 year. Every 3 times a week, we supply you with over 300 verified and accurate jobs that you can apply for, and we do that for 1 year. But this job link is not for everybody. I have an offer coming up shortly, and the first few people that takes advantage of this offer, they are the ones that are going to get access to the 1 year job links. Yes. So how much is this course? A lot of us are asking, how much is this course? I've seen some message on my phone, coach, how much? Please don't be impatient, calm down. Yeah, the cost of this training is 100,000 naira, but we are not giving you at 100,000. We are not even giving you at 50,000 naira. We are going to give you this course at 40,000 naira, but it's a limited time offer. Some persons will say, how guarantee is it? We offer 100% money back if we do not meet up. You see that our course outline? We are going to send the course outline to the group. If we do not meet up with the course outline, we offer you 100% money back. No questions asked. So, and you'll be taught by 5 smart teachers. 5 smart teachers. We have our AI expert. We have our creative designer. We have our remote job queen and our property management expert. We have a lot of coaches to come in and help build you for these 7 weeks. So how much are we going to give you this training? So everything in the 7 weeks outline plus the bonus package minus the 1 year access to remote jobs where you can apply for different remote jobs. We are giving you for 40,000 naira. Yes. So the next training for our next cohort is starting on the 1st of September. 1st of September is coming up, not tomorrow Monday, but next week Monday is 1st September. That is when our next 7 weeks class is starting. And that's probably like the last class for this year, I think so. That's when the next 7 weeks class is starting, 1st September. So the training fee is 40,000 naira. The account is on the screen, but we have an offer for the first 20 persons to take advantage in the next 48 hours. In the next 48 hours, we have an offer for the first 20 persons. So the first 20 persons to take advantage, we are not going to give you at 40,000. We are going to give you at 36,000. So you are going to save 4,000 naira plus 1 year access to our remote job link. The first 20 persons will, to register, we are giving only 50 persons access to remote job link, but the first 20 persons to register from now till the next 48 hours will get the training plus the 1 year access to remote job link for 36,000 naira instead of paying 40,000 naira. So after 48 hours and our 20 persons are complete, or rather it's complete, whether we get to 48 hours or not, as long as we have our full 20 persons complete, our training fee goes back to the original price for now at 40,000 naira, but we will still open the access to 1 year remote job link until we get our total 50 persons. Then anybody that registers after then do not have access to a remote job link. So training starts, the 7 weeks training program starts in 7 days time. Today is 24th and class is starting on the 1st. Classes are every day, 4 times a week, Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. No weekend. Our class time is 7 p.m. Nigerian time, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, while 10 a.m. Nigerian time to 12 noon Nigerian time every Fridays for our Zoom live section. All our classes are recorded in case you miss any of our live section. Then we now have a special section because we have people all over. We have a special section called the question and answer section. The question and answer section is for 12 hours. It's between the hours of 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. You must have a coach on ground to take your question. The reason why our question and answer section is 12 hours is because we know that people are in different time zones. So whenever you wake up and you are available to ask your question, there should be a coach on duty to respond to your questions. Yes. And classes are 1 hour every day by 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Nigerian time for 7 weeks, and 2 hours on Fridays by 10 a.m. to 12 noon Nigerian time. And all our classes are recorded. And after our live sections, our recordings are dropped. They are dropped in our class platform so that the people that missed the class live will take advantage of the recording and ask their questions when they are done and submit their project. So if you really want to make a change right now, learn skills and learn how to become an AI smart virtual assistant, I encourage you to take advantage right now. You can simply pay with the account here on your screen. If you are not in Nigeria and you want to pay, we will drop our website in the group. Our website is www.ddh.ng. D for dog, D for dog, H for house. ddh.ng. That's our website, and you can take advantage of the offer from the website. We'll also drop the account number, the course outline, and the website in the group. We do not pay to private accounts. You can only pay to our corporate account. Anybody sending you private accounts, private chatting you is not me. I will not private chat you for any reason. So guys, it's time to take questions. Let me see your questions. Drop your questions for me. Drop your questions for me. Did we gain value today? If you gain value, let me know and ask your questions. Did we gain value? I know we've attended a lot of free classes, and I bet you this is one of the free class that you've attended that spilled so much beans. We spilled so much beans and gave you a lot that you will regularly not get out there for free. So if you have a question for me, let's drop our questions right now. Let's drop our questions so that we can briefly take questions before leaving. It's almost time. I promise that I will not take up to 2 hours of your time, and I want to stick to it. If you have questions, drop your questions. Do we have questions? Do we have questions in the house? I gained value. I gained value joining this class. I want to ask, is it compulsory to use a VPN when applying for this remote work? Why would you use a VPN? It's not compulsory to use a VPN, except you want to apply for jobs that require a specific location, of which I do not encourage that. If you are in Nigeria and you are applying for a job that says US only, you have no business. See, one thing with me, I'm a straightforward person. I don't want to, no, there's no need applying for a job that says US only when you know that you're not in the US. So we teach you how to apply for jobs that requires you to be in anywhere in the world. So you do not need VPN. You do not need VPN. So the next question, I do not have any experience. How will it be easy for me, ma? When I started remote work, I didn't have experience. The same thing with a lot of people out there. We do not have experience, but we started. First thing we did, we get trained. We get trained by learning skills. Some of you have learned skills, but you do not have a way to build portfolio. That's why our community is here. We will build experience for you. Yes, by paying you into a group and giving your group real life projects to work on. Those projects will help you build confidence and help you build experience. That experience will help you build your portfolio that we are going to guide you in building. And that portfolio is what you use to apply for jobs. I hope you understand. That portfolio is what you use to apply for jobs. So, the next person, ma, please, maybe, who knows? Okay, okay. Yes, the class is actually for newbies because we teach a Montessori style of teaching. We give you introduction. That's why it is not 1 week. It is not 2 weeks. It is not 3 weeks. It is 7 weeks. It is a 7 weeks training that will take you from novice, meaning that you are a newbie, into a professional for hire. So it is from beginning, from A. You are starting from A. So if you know nothing about the internet space, or you know how to read, write, operate your phone, you can actually start a virtual assistant career using your phone. I started with a miserable Hot 8 that has rubber band around it. From there, I have 3 laptops now. Okay, plus a desktop, plus 3 phones working with. So it actually is. And it will be easy. So, ma, please, this class for newbie. Okay, I've answered that question. I've answered that. Emphasize on what? What do you mean by that? What do you mean? What do you want me to emphasize on? In fact, I'm just getting used to my laptop. So, okay, okay, let me look at the last question. Please, when is the 48 hours starting and ending? The 48 hours have started, and the 48 hours will end inside Tuesday. 48 hours has started exactly 5:30 this evening, and we end around 5:30 on Tuesday evening. That is the 48 hours. You mustn't have a laptop. There are a lot of skills you can do without laptop as a VA, like social media management, property management. There are a host of skills, page handling. There are a host of skills that you can do without a laptop, but it is necessary to get a laptop after you get your first few pay so that you can take more complex tasks. More complex tasks attract more money. I'm not on any social media platform apart from Instagram. How will I go about it? The way you will go about it, if it is the same way you went about opening an Instagram account, that's how you will go about it. You will go and grow. You will open it and start talking, building your brand. Have you not seen people that built a brand in 1 month on social media? You will do that. Okay, the link for payments will be posted immediately after this class in the group. I will post the link for payments after this class in the group. And in the group, when you make payments, you will send your receipt directly to me. While people paying through the link, people in diaspora, after you make payments, the payment portal will direct you to us for you to get onboarded and added to the training. Class starts on the 1st. So thank you for your time. How much do I need to run through the whole process? Okay, the training fee is 40,000 naira, but we are giving a discount of 36,000 naira within the next 48 hours. So if you want to join in now within the next 48 hours, instead of paying 40, you're going to pay 36,000 naira, and that discount is only for 20 persons. You get the training at 36,000 and you get access to our 1-year remote job link. We'll be giving you remote job links for 1 year. A lot of us on IG, we know people that actually do subscription for remote jobs. Go and check how much they do it every month. The minimum should be around 7,000 naira. And we are giving you access to a group where you will get remote job link for 1 year. Plus skills, plus everything is a beautiful deal for you. My YouTube guys has no question much. All right. So where and how do we send proof? I just answered that, Chichi. Send the same number that posted the link you used in joining this group. My number, it carries my beautiful face. Yes. My number, you send the proof of payment to me personally on WhatsApp. I would onboard you and add you to the class. Some persons will ask, can I pay in installments? For the first 20 persons that we are giving the 36,000 naira in 48 hours, you cannot pay in installments. But after that, after 48 hours, when it's now 40K, you can pay in 2 installments, but your balance installment must come latest 7 p.m. on the 1st, because that's when class is starting. Thank you so much, guys. Do we have any other questions so we can call it a wrap? Practice what you've learned today for free, because when I started, I didn't get this much value for free. Practice it and see that it works. It actually works. See you so much. See you shortly, and hope to see you all in class. It's going to be an amazing time. After this live, I'll be dropping the links. In the platform. You will earn as long as you learn the skills, you practice, you follow instructions, and you go out and look for these jobs. You are going to get them. It is sure true. I never knew anybody. I never had any help, and I waited all night. My first few job, I was working with the US time. So that's to tell you that when you guys in Nigeria are sleeping, I was actively applying for jobs. I was actively applying, sleepless night to night. I was grinding. And when my success came, it came in real good. And I ate my money real good because I have worked the part and I've paid for it. So if you are ready to put in the work is in learning skills, and the work is in telling yourself that you are going to apply for a job. You will get jobs a day. Thank you so much, guys, and see you in class. All right, I'll be sharing the necessary information in the group shortly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. And good night. Have a